Here we go again, after all the promises they made on their peace day. You remember the theater between Netanyahu and Trump and all the scum Arab leaders and some European leaders with them, telling us that this is peace. They spend about £1 billion on a fun fair. They've all enjoyed themselves. They polluted the planet. Everyone came in their private jets to Sharm el-Sheikh and to that terrorist, illegal, that should not exist territory named Israel. All of them spend all that money and told us that we're going to stop the war on the poor people of Palestine and specifically the people of Gaza. Did they do that? No, they haven't. On paper, it sounds like that. However, they are still, Israel still committing their genocide today. No, they're still demolishing houses. They don't tell us because the mainstream media, and we all know by now, the mainstream media and all the social media, YouTube, you name it, TikTok, Facebook, all, they are pro-Israel. They are Zionists. They are supremacists. Some of them get paid to serve. Some serve out of religious belief and ideological belief. So they say we're going to stop this genocide, but at the same time still killing since they stopped the so-called the genocide. They've killed nearly 300 people so far, based on some Israeli got scared. Some of their soldiers who felt threatened. There was no threat whatsoever. He saw a bunch of Palestinian people, defenseless, with no weapon, with nothing, probably going to get some water or looking for some bloody food to eat. He shoots them because he is a supremacist. He feels threatened. Of course, he's better than those. To him, when he sits at the other end, at the terrorist Zionist entity, when he serves there, he sees himself the supreme human being, and those Palestinian or Gazan people are cockroaches, not even human beings. They threaten him. They scare him. He kills them. They killing people every single day. And then they blame the resistance, the hate group. We can speak about Netanyahu, the one who's committing a genocide, and we all say it. But we cannot mention the full name of the hate group. We cannot say the name of Abu Da. You know the one? We cannot speak about the resistance openly. That's illegal, because to them they are terrorists. But the real terrorist, Netanyahu, oh, you can say anything about him. There is no warning from TikTok or from Facebook or YouTube coming to you says you upset his community. The community that these platforms don't give a shit about. They don't care about the communities. They don't even have a community. Their community is mainly slogans and bullshit to protect the terrorist Zionist entity, whether in this genocide or before the genocide or the previous genocides. So they don't tell us about all the people that have been unalived and killed by the terrorist Zionist genocidal maniacs, and they blaming the hate group for not returning the bodies of, you know what I mean? The hate group made it clear to you. They don't have the means. Have you not seen what you have caused? Have you not seen the disaster and the destruction and the rubble that needs to be removed from across Gaza, north, south, west, and east? So these people, what do you want them to expect them? To go and dig? They don't have anything to search with. They don't have equipments to roof heavy heavy rocks and heavy debris and heavy, all that stuff. They don't have the means. They made it clear to you. They returned everybody, and they returned them in a better condition than the ones you have returned. In fact, when they returned the Palestinian people, they warned them and their families, if you celebrate, and we see you celebrating, we're going to take that person back, and we're going to probably take some of you back to prison. This is how they threatened you. They can celebrate where their people come back to them, but the Palestinians, who are the ones occupied, who are the ones that the genocide is committed on them, who are the ones who have been abused and ethnically cleansed, and their territory has been occupied and stolen by the terrorist Zionist entity and its partner across the world, they have no right to celebrate. Some of them have not seen their family members for more than 20 and 30 years. They can't celebrate. And the condition they return some of the bodies, and the condition they return some of the people who are still alive, it's beyond humanity, beyond fathoming. But they saying to the people who have little means, who the terrorist Zionist entity destroyed their entire country and left rubble across the place, and they're expecting them to go and find after a genocide committed by them. And some of these people, the majority, have been unalive due to Israel, the ones that have been buried, and apparently they're all soldiers. They're all soldiers. So they made it clear to them. They told them, we cannot do them now. We're going to need help. We're going to need somebody to come with detection equipment so we can find and locate these graves and take them to send them back to you. The other excuse is that the hate group have not returned their weapons because they want it easy. They did this before to the PLO, and they made them give up their weapons, and then they screwed them until they unalived Yasser Arafat. So the resistance in Gaza now, their tricks. They tell you to hand over your means so that they can abuse you even more, and you have nothing left to defend yourself with. So the resistance know that. So they saying that they kept their weapons. They didn't hand over their weapons, and they are unaliving people in Gaza. The resistance is unaliving people in Gaza. Who are these people that the resistance is unaliving and capturing and torturing and punishing? Those are the servants of Israel, the mafia that works inside Gaza for Netanyahu. He is the one that invests in them. He is the one that allows them to steal all the help that comes through, whether that's food or anything that comes for the people of Gaza. They allow the mafia of Netanyahu to come and steal it and unalive people and take all that stuff, then sell it back to the poor people of Gaza that have nothing left for astronomical money. Do you know $500 for a bag of flour? I was shocked when I was wondering who is selling, who has the means to be able to import and sell, and then only to find out that this Netanyahu mafia has been doing all the dirty work for Netanyahu inside Gaza, on top of that enriching themselves by stealing all the goods, all the help, all the aid that comes into Gaza, and then resell it to their brethren for astronomical money. And all they did is, throughout this genocide, is help the terrorist Zionist entity named Israel, and that terrorist scumbag Netanyahu and his partners across the world help them to commit genocide on their brethren. What do they have in their head? I don't know. What is their aim? I don't know. If you let somebody abuse your brother or help him to abuse your brother in front of you, then you are the one who's sick and needs to get rid of. So because the resistance managed to become so strong after getting rid of all the traitors and all the sellouts and all the stooges of that terrorist Zionist entity named Israel. So I say Netanyahu is not going to stop killing the people of Gaza. He's going to continue. He's going to find and use any excuse to return to the genocide. I'll tell him from here, on behalf of all the free people of this planet, which is the majority, screw you, screw Israel, that illegal entity that should not even exist. We're going to stand by Gaza until the end. We're not going to give up. Even if this torture, this torment, and this genocide finish, we're going to still combat you because you are an illegal occupation and apartheid, and now you all belong in prison. 99% of you inside that land. Viva Palestine, screw Israel. We're here to stay, and Palestine is ours, not yours. Viva Palestine.